I thought I would do an update because I had pretty interesting meeting with some people that I thought had huge potential. I mean, these are people that are really passionate about making some changes. And we all, got together and had our meeting last night. Oh, boy, is it scary shit. um, a lot of these people that really are passionate about change, all they're looking at is changing and saving themselves. Anybody that has any money that can actually fund some positive change, the only thing they're interested in funding is is their own little bunkers and their own seeds to save themselves. They're like wanting to destroy the whole freaking planet, and they want to be the only ones that survive. And they got guides, they're listening to guides, and the way they can tell that their guides are right because their financial pocket is always filled. We're starting to see that pattern within the music industry, that at the end of the day they see that their finances, was selling their soul. um, this one person that I thought was really powerful. For some reason, my purpose in life, she says that my ego's really big, and like it's getting in the way. I see negative everywhere, and I'm creating negative, and it's like, how can you see that making global shift, transforming problems into solutions, is my way of seeing nothing but negative? Yet her words are, there's going to be earthquakes, we need to build shelters, we need to get containers so that we can go into our creeks and clean the water as we drink it. Like, it all seems like gotta wait for the world to be totally destroyed, and that's the solution. That's a way of looking at life positive, is wait for everything to be destroyed, find a way for me to survive with, I think she said, 12 other people. And that's her vision of positive. Her guides are guiding her down, this is a way to save yourself, and here's all the money that you need to save yourself. Does that sound like that makes any sense to you? That these people that are really passionate for change are only interested in saving themselves. And the comment was, is that I have to accept a lot of people dying. That people, that humans that come onto this planet have a choice, they want to die. That's sort of the same thing I've seen with, like, oh, Donald Trump. Some people that I talked with that organization are like, oh, some people just want to be slaves. They just, that's what they're born here for, is to be slaves. And it's the same mentality that I'm seeing with this girl that I had this meeting with, that some people are just here for them to die so that I can suck their energy, so that I can get all of my wealth to save myself with. And that's positive. That's a way of looking at life positive. But, for me to just want to sort of wake up and say, a lot of us don't need to die. We're sort of brainwashed into our own death, by these wealthy people, by the way they manipulate the systems. So it really truly is an insane world. The only thing I gotta say is, all of you little people, everybody that's living in poverty right now, there is more than an Illuminati that's interested in you all dying. Christianity wants you all dead. They think that everything is in this spiritual world and you gotta die. So with that belief, it's like, why don't you just kill yourself? What's the purpose of having a life experience if it has no meaning whatsoever? If my whole life had no meaning, like I was supposed to just live through hell and sit there and just take it, and that's my purpose in life, is to come here and just die. you know, why isn't I just, why didn't you tell me that? Because I would have ended my life a long time ago. If that's, if I was only here to serve you and you get to suck the energy out of me, so that you can live and live the good life and drive your fancy car and have your big house and have all your seeds. And if that's the purpose that I was here for, guess what? Not in agreement with that one. I'd rather kill myself than to let evil people like that take advantage of other people. So my ego is sharing some of this information and letting you know that there's an awful huge force that wants to see you guys all dead, and they're all saying you want to be dead, and I'm saying if you don't want to be dead, you got to stand up and say your life is worth something. And you got to realize that there's nobody with money, nobody's going to provide a solution unless you participate in the solution, which is, you know, I started a penny campaign. That's about the limit I'm going to go out there. I am not going to be the one that saves everybody. I am not going to be the one that wastes my time on this shit. It's like, if I'm the only one that wants to sort of say, hey, us little people choose to live, you know, if nobody else is with me on this and we're all going to just lie down and play dead, I'm not about to shift over to the evil side. If all of these people want to, this is hell. Let's just get this straight. This is hell. We are living in a reality of hell. And anybody that survives this with just the few evil people that have all the money, that are only interested in themselves, and then you're going to be living in a world filled with hell. You're not going out anywhere. Um, is this truly the planet we want to live on? Is a life of hell? Because if these guys are in control all the time, just know without a doubt, your only purpose is to be a slave. And the only way that you're going to stop your own freaking slavery is to take charge, form together, and unfold change. There's a lot of solutions available. Right now, everything's being driven by money. The only people that are in control of the money are the wealthy people. And it don't matter, they don't have to be an Illuminati. You can see them in the types of cars they drive. They're usually driving a pretty nice fancy car. They usually are owning a house, and they got no worries about anything right now. Those would be the people that are going to, focus on them only surviving. And they are doing an awful lot of work behind the scenes to save themselves, and they are perfectly willing to let you die. And then when, there's a lot of tragedy and a lot of people die, they're still going to be living in this three-dimensional reality. They're going to have a nice little wake-up call, and oh my god, I just killed off the planet and didn't care, and now I'm all by myself. Like, they won't know how to pull themselves out into another dimension. They're going to be failing the test. They're listening to guides. They have, like, this one girl has a 30-year plan, and it's like, how do you have a 30-year plan and think that you've evolved and then tell me I'm stuck into a three-dimensional view of things? For you to have a 30-year plan means you are the one stuck in a 3D reality, so they're going to have a really, really tough time, because after, the whole freaking planet is destroyed, then, the few of them that survive are going to be living through a lot of hardship that we've done thousands of years ago. There's not going to be any running water. Their cars will not work. All of their efforts for free energy will not work. It will all be destroyed. Look at our pyramids. They had an awful lot of technology that was all lost in the big destruction of our planet before, because we haven't paid attention to what caused the destruction of the planet in the first place. The only way to prevent this is to recognize the causes and fix them before it gets too late. And part of the problem is these people that just want to save themselves. And there's an awful lot of them out there. And for some reason, I attract them all over the place. I end up thinking that, oh, these are people that want to make change, only to find out that they want to tell me that don't bother saving everybody. You know, that's a really bad negative thing. You're tied to all of the negative experiences that I've had. I haven't grown from it. You know, when I growth, my personal growth to these people that think they have all of the answer means I need to come over to the evil side. I need to see myself as more special than everybody else. I need to go and raise money for myself. Like all of the ideas that I think are nonprofit, I'm being told that no, I should earn the profit from that and save myself. And if I'm not, then I'm the one that has some mental, emotional problems, you know. And to these Christians, it's like, you know what, you need to back off, because all I see is you just want everybody dead and living in a spiritual world. And it's like, if you want to live in a spiritual world in the new dimension, you know, outside of this body experience, you got to kind of know how to transform your body into the next one, not kill your body. You know, it's like to be a moth into a butterfly. You can't kill the moth to get to the butterfly. You got to kind of live through the transformation. You got to kind of survive. But all Christians want the caterpillar dead and think that your death is going to get you into a butterfly. Like, the logic just isn't there. But if you want to follow religion, you know, look how good they've been doing for a long time. So like I say, if all of the little people want to be saved, you got to be saving yourself. You know, I am done looking for these, you know, wealthier people that have the potential to change things. They do not want to change anything, and any effort they're going to, you know, lower my self-esteem, lower my energy power. So it's like, I'm not even going to go out there anymore. I'm not even going to try and communicate with these people, because it's just like religion. They don't want to have the answer, and you're going to drive yourself freaking crazy trying to talk to them. So the only people that I can see that can make any changes, it's got to be from the bottom up. And you know, you people that are poor, you know, find a penny on the ground, you know, do something to start getting involved in the solution, because the only one that's going to save us is ourselves. God will show up and helps those who help themselves. And there are more of us than there are of them, and we have a lot more power than them. And we can easily get them to come over to our way of thinking, because we will own the actual power. They don't own any power. They don't even know what power is. They don't even know how to create it, because they're destroying the world in which they're everything that they think will save them, they're destroying it, and they don't even see it coming.